Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, human beings of all kinds, today is the moment you've been waiting for. We are going to be drinking tea out of this mug. Look, it's that slow brew on it. Look at that. And we'll be talking about Girafarig for the part 2 of our brand new Jungle Cup strategy. Check it out. So as you saw in our Ludicolo video, Razor Leaf is an OP move, and that was the primary source of our strategy, was to use Razor Leaf, as well as be very aware of our tankiness and relative HP so that other Pokemon can't farm us. Now we're going to talk about Girafarig, and as you've probably guessed, Girafarig has Confusion, if you didn't already know. And that is going to be the source of the Girafarig portion of our strategy. So, Girafarig is actually a lot of bench pressure, but also a little bit like no one really knows what to bring against him. Most of the time, I am going to have to face a Fortress, but as we know, Vigoroth can handle Fortress easy. Girafarig actually only comes out against the higher tiered players, the players who like really go hardcore into the meta and like figure out what the best stats are, because while Girafarig isn't considered like good, he can still take down like some of the top meta picks, and especially the top off or anti-meta picks. So while Venusaur is hyper meta, Venomoth is one of those kind of like pocket picks, although he's still like in the meta. Oh, and Beedrill. Girafarig can take down all of those poison types, especially the ones that aren't poison bugs that use Bug Bite. While Vespiquen doesn't have the poison typing, and it uses Bug Bite, you can't take that down. But Beedrill and Venomoth and Venusaur, Girafarig will shred through those, and that is the source of this part of our strategy. Let's get into the games. Here we're using our first team comp. We're going to lead with our Aeolin Raichu and have our Noctowl next with Girafarig in the back. We have 2 Psychic types, and I'm sure there's going to be a Fortress. So Noctowl is my prepared to take on Fortress. But we'll get to that in a minute, because right now we are losing this lead matchup, so my one goal in this matchup is to get to Wild Charge, either get the shield or deal okay amounts of damage, and then I'm not going to shield this because it's a losing matchup. What? This is where the Girafarig strategy doesn't do exactly what it's supposed to do, but Confusion and Psychic types hit neutral to most things in the cup. So Girafarig can take down a Rock Boy.
What?
With, as we saw, 1 shield. So now what's coming in? Noctowl. Now you're supposed to have Thunderbolt on your Girafarig, but I couldn't get it. So we're switching out, and now it doesn't look good for us, does it? Because my Noctowl is no longer able to take out if he has a Fortress in the back. So my Noctowl has to take out his Noctowl, and this is where I learned that Psychic does no damage. So don't use Psychic. Just go Sky Attack. So now this is where we lucked out. The Pokemon coming in next is Beedrill, and we know that even if we had died with Noctowl there, Girafarig comes in, 2 Confusions, it's dead. So while Girafarig didn't catch the Pokemon we wanted it to, he did end up being a great generalist to take down the Rock Boys. So here we're using our second team comp. So we're gonna lead with our Vigoroth, because Vigoroth is always like a neutral to positive lead unless they lead with Venomoth is one of them. But we know what we have in the back is our Girafarig, and we know Girafarig can take this down, so all I'm trying to do is gain some shield pressure, and then I'm going to let Vigoroth fall, because, oh, and he even lets it hit. So great for us, even easier for Girafarig. Now Girafarig might not even have to shield if he doesn't get to another Silverwind. So here comes Girafarig 1.
What?
And the damage went off right there before he was able to get off his charge move, which is why. But he missed the undertap because Confusion is really hard. Here we have a glitch, but we have Venusaur. You'll see I have Fortress in the back because while Girafarig can take down all the poison types like this one, if they don't catch you on a switch, if they like can lock Girafarig into something that we're not gonna win, then Girafarig dies. Although when Girafarig dies, it makes Venusaur feel safe, and so we have Fortress in the back to come back, and don't look at that. So, whatever glitch, I think that was I don't know what we killed, but it dies, Venusaur feels safe, and boom, here's a Fortress. Gotcha. Just for good measure. Vigoroth is a lead, Giraffe and Fortress in the back. Alright, so this time we do catch a lead that we win. I'm actually going to stay in this because I have the energy advantage going into it. Too bad they took out piggybacking. That was removed from the game, I believe. Vigoroth with no shields, and he's using all his energy here. So Vigoroth with no shields and no energy is not going to win against Fortress. Bug bite, bug bite, bug bite, bug bite, bug bite. Rock Tomb is very important for this strategy because it lets me use Fortress as an anti-flyer. See, if I had Earthquake here, I wouldn't be able to hit him with something but Rock Tomb, and then switch out, boom. Kill him before he gets his charge move off because Confusion is very hard to undertap with. Which unfortunately is not Thunderbolt, but... We win round 2. 2 for 2 with Girafarig. Let's go. What are we doing? Where's the giraffe? There he is. It doesn't look like I'm gonna bring Vigoroth. Are you going to bring 3 anti-poison bugs? Alright. Oh, yeah. Alright, so for this matchup, I know she has a Vespiquen, so I brought Graveler. She leads Vigoroth, so this isn't going well for us right now. So what happens here is I switch in to... Yeah. Should have switched into... I mean, this line just wasn't great, so this is an example of when the Girafarig doesn't work. You really don't want to switch in to Girafarig to have him switch locked, so that will cost us the game. Don't get switch locked with your Girafarig because he goes down to the bugs that don't have poison typing. So, and then brings Vigoroth back and we're screwed. Girafarig can apply a lot of bench pressure to keep Venusaurs, Beedrills, and Venomoths away from your Vigoroth. However, if it gets caught out against any of the other bug types, it's not gonna go so well. Make sure if you use your Girafarig, you have to catch out a poison type, and then it'll do phenomenal. Otherwise, you're SOL. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys want to see some more off-meta picks going up against top-ranked players. And with Mirror Cup coming up, I could be going up with any Sylph format, and I'm not totally sure which ones I'm going to be having to play yet. So if you guys know any cool off picks that no one has thought of yet, put them down in the comments below and I'll try them out.
Yeah.